Hello, in this video, I'll share some of my reflections on where I find my meaning of life. It's something that has been evolving over this past year, and then I'll be going over on my laptop every now and then just to make sure I'm on track. So for me, meaning doesn't really come from a single source, or just a grand scheme. Um, it, excuse me. I didn't just experience some profound life changing moment and it unveiled an ultimate purpose. Instead, it came from like small moments, choices, subtle shifts on how I perceive basically myself and how I interact with others. Um, it's why I feel like a real strong connection to the concept ikigai. If I said that wrong, sorry. So, with that reason, I believe it can shift and transform, um, and I've come to understand that it's okay. Just like like a river, if life flows. It's always changing. So it makes sense to um, infuse that, and like your meaning of life can also change as well. Um, so this year I discovered that meaning, in the simplest way, is basically helping others. Whether it's lending my ear to hear somebody and going through their hard times and stuff, or offering encouragement, or just being present for them. Um, I think it's pretty easy for people to underestimate the impact of just showing up for someone, but I've learned that like I don't need to actually like solve their problems. Sometimes just being there and is helpful. I realize this, and I feel like I can contribute to other people's lives just by being there and connecting with them, and I feel like me connecting with them has connected me to a bigger purpose. Another thing is accepting suffering and growth has been another source of my of meaning. There's always been those days where you feel overwhelmed by, either for me, it's pressures from school or just stress from life's trials and tribulations. So during those times, I sometimes ask myself, like, what kind of attitude do I want to send people, and what kind of vibe do I want to give. Um, even if I couldn't change like certain aspects of my life, like the circumstances around me, um, even though I didn't always succeed. I found that when I faced these challenges with positivity, with myself and just others, like it helped unlock the inner strength. So this subtle change, it gave those tough times more significance. Like, instead of just going through those tough times and letting it bring you down, you gotta get through them and make yourself better from it. I also do take joy in the small things of life. Like, for example, I love watching the sunset with my girlfriend. Um, Listening to certain music, it brings out different emotions, um, or just laughing with people. Uh, it may seem like inconsequential, but I think they serve as little reminders that every act of life, that I just like the ones I just mentioned, are kind of inspiring on itself. Because I believe there's a hidden beauty to just any ordinary day. Just like if you just take a moment, slow down, and just look around you and appreciate it. I think it reveals itself. So throughout my life, I think learning also became like an intricate web of meaning, particularly through other people's viewpoints and their own cultures and stories. I'm also more conscious of our own existence and how it's kind of intertwined as a result. despite our, we're all different in our own ways. We all pretty much have the same questions in life, like what do I care about? What do I want to be? How am I gonna navigate through life? Um, so I also believe that meaning isn't just like some treasure that we find and hold on to it forever. It's something that we have to actively create. It basically it appears in the things we do, the things we value, the thing like the way we treat each other and how we treat ourselves, of course. Um, so I think when life poses the question like, "What will you give the world today?" My answer might seem small to some people, but I think I'm just being authentic, and I say I offer my presence, my effort, and my kindness and my positivity. And I think the greatest gift that you can have and you can give to people on the days where you feel kind of lost is just having that determination to keep going. That concludes the video.